Alright, I'm spawning to bulk today, so I thought maybe I'd catch it on video. Why not? Make sure everything's all set here. Okay. Well, I've already went ahead and prepared my mono tub, sanitized it and everything. Um, got our substrate here all set, field capacity, and I actually stuck it in the microwave for about 6 minutes and let it cool completely. And so now we're ready to mix it up with our green spawn and toss it in the big tub here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Just gonna make sure everything's nice and broken up in here. It's looking pretty good. And what I'm gonna do is I'll mix it in here and then I'm gonna put it in the big tub there. I've got a trash bag to go ahead and make a liner with. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that now. Let's set this aside. Let's see here. So let's get a general measurement for it. So I cut it about here. Sorry, it's off camera here. It's just easier. I'm just cutting a bag. It's not too hard to figure out. Let's hope I did it right. Alright, not bad. Since it's moist in there, it's sticking to the bottom and the sides, which is good. It's moist with isopropyl. And then what I'll do is I'll trim it away after. For now, just make sure it's pretty close to flat. Should be good. Give that a quick mist of isopropyl. While that dries, I can go ahead and mix up substrate with the green spawn. Nice and colonized. This was placed on the 13th last month, and I think today's the 5th, so not too bad. I thought it might be a bit of a fight. There we go. Really nicely colonized. I'm just going to gently break her apart. Smells mushroomy, earthy, nice. I'm being really careful with it, not squeezing it, just more or less rolling them between my fingers here. Get some. Break it up with the substrate a little bit, kind of help spread the mycelium and into little tiny pieces throughout. It's a little extra mixture that way. Alright, so that's one of 2 jars. Just gonna go ahead and loosen the bottom. Let's get that second jar going in here now. Now everything's colonized, so it should be good, but I'm not trying to take forever for this. I don't like the idea of being out in the open. It's terribly long. Okay, so that's both jars in there. Now, as far as the amount of substrate I used, I went with a 1-to-2 ratio. So for each jar of substrate, for each jar of grain, we've got 2 jars worth of substrate. So it goes by volume, not by weight. If you went by weight, you're going to have an issue. So again, just gently breaking it up. I probably could have went with a little more substrate, but this will just colonize really quick. Yeah, so the more substrate you put, the slower it'll colonize. But you will end up with a higher yield. All right, I'm gonna say that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get that into our bigger tub. I'm just gonna carefully put it like this and make sure everything's completely mixed as I'm doing it. By transferring, this is good because it ensures there's no big pockets of just substrate sitting there that, might not get colonized. I feel like this is a better way to ensure thorough mixing. Alright, so now try and neatly spread this out. The edges just a little bit of a tamp down. I'm trying to make it as even as I can. If I find any big chunks or grains that I think could be broken up better, I'll go ahead and get that. Sometimes the cocoa will be stuck together still, and go ahead and make sure everything falls off the bag into the overall mix. I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to give it a casing layer because I'm going to have it hooked up to a humidistat and a humidifier, so it'll be covered that way. Taking my gloves off to cut the trash bag. And technically, you don't really need to wear gloves anyways for this part, but I don't know. I feel like I wanted to be careful. Try and do this way so I can see. I didn't really think this through. Doing it kind of the hard way. It's not going to be pretty. Yeah, if you want to make fun of me in the comments, feel free. subscribe for more shenanigans. Yeah, I'll do this differently next time. If you're doing this on your own, remember me going through this. Maybe cut it with a razor or something. This is stressful. So it's a weird shape too, so cutting around these contours is kind of tricky. Yeah, don't do it this way. That's why I'm making these videos, so you guys can learn from my stupidity. Alright, I'm gonna get some new gloves on and fix that mess I made. That was silly. New gloves. Little bits of plastic would be everywhere. I was so sure that was going to work out the way I wanted. Alright, let's get this back down. At least the edges. Alright, pretty good. Alright. Now I'm going to give the sides and no, give everything a little mist. Put the top on it and set it aside. I'm just evening it out a little more, seeing some high spots. There we go. It's not perfectly even, but neither is nature. Alright, like I said, I'll go ahead and use this, set it aside, and I guess I'll show you the results in the next video. Thanks for watching.